in order, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Now it'll be Roy Smiley starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 1-1 pitch. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind the ball in 2 strikes.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Cody Phillips.
Next to hit, Tony Phillips. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
At the plate now, Gene Tennis. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. A ball that's carrying. That's in the basket. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the series, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Frank Baker will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 0, Frank Baker.
Short, hit hard. He's got it. On the first, and now the A's are down to their final out. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and it's still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ricky Henderson. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. The 1-1 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
In the air, down the line and left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Now here comes the skipper, A.J. Hinch, out to home plate, so it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Lee Smith will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jody Davis is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. So now to the plate, Tim Raines. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last strike now for Oakland. Struck him out, and it's over. They are World Series champions.
Well, nobody was good to say they didn't get their money's worth in this one. It took 7 games, making this one of the most competitive and historic World Series in baseball history. So they earned this one, and they can now call themselves the World Series champions.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire Fall Classic crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching the World Series.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.